Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm going to start by pulling some symbols for you first. Then we're going to jump into your coffee cup. By the way, if you haven't already, don't forget to give some love. Go ahead, hit the like button and subscribe. And that's a free way to support and be here. You can hit the bell so you never miss a video. We have fair women here, dealings or relationships with a women with blonde, gray, or white hair. Okay, an unsuccessful plan. So I feel like this is actually divine guidance as well. If you made plans with someone who has a fair complexion and it's not working out, it's better to take that into consideration and not force it, because this can be someone that is not really, the partnership is not going to last for a long time, or it's something that is going to be a problem if you force it, try to make it happen. We have an older woman here for you. This can be a younger woman with a fair complexion, and we have an older woman dealing with relationships with an older woman, and a horseshoe and good luck comes here. I feel like maybe instead of trying to make something work with, I feel here virgin, there's actually like a maiden, mother, and crone archetypes. This indicates someone. Maiden is someone who doesn't have experience in life, who doesn't know, maybe do certain things, take responsibility. But the crown, this can be a crown, which is someone who has experience and also very strong intuitive guidance. Seems like maybe there's a choice given to you. Instead of going with someone who is not going to make do what's necessary, you should be choosing someone who's going to bring you the good luck, who knows what they're doing. Okay, let's dive into the coffee cup and see what's happening in there. This can be applicable to anything. I see some hard situations happening on the bottom. It can be a relationship situation, it can be an advice or therapist, someone that you are maybe advising with, or someone that you have a client. It seems like here the older option, or more experienced, we can put it that way as well, more experienced person is going to be the one that is bringing good luck to you. I see here there is a heart in your heart space. Some of you may be manifesting love, and we see here kind of looks like a deer. You can see the nose, but also the neck, like long neck, is the vibe of a dragon. So this can be someone who has the innocence and playfulness of the deer, but also has the passion and the fire of a dragon. We might have here Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This, you might be asking, how is this coming together at the same time? This person, when it comes to love or relationships, they might be a very grounded person, like an earth sign, but the sun sign can be something else. By the way, all of these readings are intended for sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs of Libra. So if you have it on your chart, it might resonate, okay? And I put it in the description box, but I think it's like really hidden to see that the stuff that I have written there. I'm also going to add my email address. If you'd like a private reading, you can go ahead and check that one in there. I see there's a woman here with big mouth, but their mouth is like guarded with like a door here. This can be someone who's trying to speak, but their voice is suppressed here. And I see this person also is attached to this deer dragon type of hybrid thing. And so it can be the older women I see here, maybe this woman is suppressed right now. They're not allowed to speak because maybe this dragon needs to be, this deer needs to be visible first, okay? So I feel like here, if you have the opportunity, you need to create the communication lines. You need to talk to this person and pick their mind, because they might have very valuable information for you. Maybe even ideas that you see you're growing this maybe creature here. This can be your energy as well. When I say, we said what, earth and fire, those are also elements in our bodies as well. Maybe you need to cultivate those more in order to grow this creature, so it can be very visible. It can be going after your passion and making something happen for yourself. But in order to do that, maybe you need the help and the words of a wise woman. And the thing is, I told you that this might be a person that maybe you're not talking to, you're not allowing to talk to you, and it seems like maybe opening up a conversation, communication line can actually, like, if there was an ice, can break the ice. I see there's a clear mind here. Like when you start talking to this person or opening up communication lines, you're going to start to have clarity in your mind. It can be through even energy. It doesn't have to be exchange of a lot of words. I see there's an angel here holding a lantern on the bottom of those ideas. So this is something you're meant to do. Okay, this is something you need to follow, like you're meant to follow. This is something maybe like coming as a new inspiration, a new challenge being unlocked in your life that is going to bring success to you, love, and maybe even money. And do I see any money here? And like maybe not really yet, but it is actually accumulating here. There's some time to it. Like maybe we can say 4 months or so can be the timeline here. But initially there is a number 8 right there. If there's any expenses you have in this endeavor, those are going to be paid. Another thing I see here, you can see this deer when it just grows immediately when you get in touch with the wiser person and the angels are helping you. And the deer is actually carrying someone with a nightgown on top of their head. The nightgown person, we see him in 9 of Swords. This can indicate your fears. It seems like maybe there are some fears that are blocking you, that are preventing you to take action. When you get in touch with that person and when you start considering new ideas here about this subject, the deer, this creature that you're growing, is actually going to lift that person, like wake them up, okay? This can also mean that not going to go to sleep because you're not going to sleep because you don't want to have a nightmare. You're avoiding things that you need to do because you're afraid it's going to end up in a bad way. So if that's the case, I feel like here the deer, the dragon deer, can be like a grounded, passionate action. We can interpret this that way as well. Is going to lift that fear off of your mind. Okay, it's just going to remove it out of your head to the air, so it can be deleted. Okay, so the example here can be maybe you are, for example, you're not really launching your business or giving sales information, like selling stuff, because you're afraid that a taxman is going to show up and they're going to ask for everything. Okay, so what happens here, because you're going to lose something, you're losing everything, because you're going to give something away. We can say give something away because we still get some service from our governments, we get protection and all that good stuff. But the thing is, you're actually giving about everything because you don't want to give a portion of it. So I feel here, we have a masculine figure. You can see the chin and the nose of the person here concealed. Maybe there's someone who put these ideas in your head when you're growing up, or maybe there's someone you are right now trying to avoid as well, because like politics are really going bad as well right now. But I feel here, when you start taking this action, when you start going with this gut feeling and doing what you want to do, it is going to bring you so like a big growth immediately. It's not going to be a big deal to deal with the fear that you have as well. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see something is flowing really beautifully into your life when you follow that, when you grow that passionate deer dragon. I mean, it's like a strange shape, but it comes up. I see a child here wearing a beanie, playing with a snowball here. Snowball is like a freezing something in the air. The freezing can be about anything, by the way. I don't want to go with, the first thing popped in my head is like a picture, a photography that you do is like a freezes things in the air. But I feel like there's something deeper than that. Child can be expressing of your creative new baby ideas and freezing them in the air. So that can happen when you take action, when you solidify them, okay? Instead of just leaving them as a thought, when you turn them into something solid, it can be frozen in the air. Okay, so another thing here is maybe something that needs to be registered, something that needs to be written down, something that needs to be noted, something that requires to be solidified, that you need to take some action about it, is going to open up a new pathway for you. And I told you there's a desire coming fast and it's branching out as well. It is going to help your desire to actually come to you. Okay, so if you have any like this joyful thing that you're avoiding, you're thinking it's stupid or not really acting on, it seems like they want to come to life. They want to become reality. I see there's a person right here. Also, you can see their chest has a butterfly here. This can be a person that maybe I see a tall person talking to a wolf here. Wolf can be a family member. No, it actually looks like a goat too. A goat can be a Capricorn as a family member that this person is talking to. And it seems like this can be a person that you think impressive, but their chest is empty. So they might not really have what you think they have. Okay, they might have maybe empty promises. They're maybe you see someone maybe trying to have a relationship with you, or you're being stubborn about it. It seems like or it can be this person is in your heart, but if you give it time, you're gonna realize they have an empty chest. Maybe they don't really have good intentions. Okay, that just jumped out of nowhere with the flow of the reading, but maybe this is something that you need to know. I see kind of like a letter Y, J, N can be in their person's first name or the last name. Okay, let's see. We have the sun here. Things are working out it's aligning with this fair woman. So if you think something is not really working out, their plans are unsuccessful because they are maybe doing some shady stuff on the background, and that's going to be revealed to you. This can be a person maybe plotting, okay, against you or against general population. And if you don't really go along with her plans, it seems like it's going to bring great time of joy and success to you. Okay, so this is going to bring gratitude to divine plans that work out perfectly. Even though it seems like unsuccessful plans, I feel like these are her unsuccessful plans. Okay, we have here ego. So the thing is, it can go two ways. You might feel the ego. You see how I saw the future. I know what I'm doing. I am so successful. I can do it. Like I can see anybody else's intentions. This can create a little bit ego within you. Another thing here, this can also turn you into like, oh my God, if this person is plotting against me, what else everybody is thinking? That's also the ego, the devil's energy. So this is basically something you need to manage. This is an illusion of being trapped. This is not reality. This is something in your mind. This can cause like overthinking, ADHD, addictions, or unhealthy habits. It says here, ADHD, I feel like distraction. I want to say that because ADHD is something I think it comes from through childhood. But what can happen here is if you get stuck in the right move that you made here, if you overanalyze it, it can turn you into like thinking everything is going to be that way. Or maybe you always did the right thing, like you're doing the right thing here, so you don't need to check the other stuff. Then it just can cause like really like a two-edged sword here, can cut you both ways. We have here, yeah, 5 of Swords. Yeah, that can cause you to maybe even do everything in your power to win and make an unwise choice, or maybe hanging out with people who are really, they can defeat anyone. They do everything in their power to defeat anyone. This is basically telling you there's a better way, okay? Do not indulge into ego or paranoia. There's a better way. We have 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups tells me that maybe you're feeling disappointment about something or someone. Okay, it's time to really overcome that and see what you have gained here. I feel like you're having a hard time to let go of this person, maybe not coming along and like really going along with you. You're not seeing the sun is shining here. You're only focusing on the negative stuff. So you need to change your mind here, guys. You need to really focus on the positive, what you have gained here. You have 2 cups full. Focusing on the negative, it says. Yes, when you do that, we have the real deal, the real person, the emperor, and you becoming the emperor, and you really like taking charge of a situation. You're going to start experiencing that. It says logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept leadership role, structure, and discipline. So maybe someone that you're trusting is not really fulfilling their duty or doing their due diligence, but it seems like that's what's supposed to be, which I told you in the beginning here. Maybe this is something you need to realize. This is in your control. Now you need to take charge. This is what's meant to happen, and that's the most optimistic and the best outcome for you. And you have someone who can bring good luck to you. Maybe you're the one who's the wise one, that you can bring the good luck for everyone instead of depending on another person's activity or taking action. When you take charge, you're going to handle the situation very well, okay? Let's see which divine doors are opening for you during this timeline. Let's see what that one is. We have a beautiful temple, I feel like here. Kind of looks like Eastern. Do we have any writings on the wall? Yes, kind of looks like Arabic writings. Anyways, let's see. Forgive and forget. A ritual cleansing of pain and lies. Arise and awaken. See a new sunshine, guys. Okay? So this can be someone that you trusted, maybe betraying your plans, but it seems like you will see why it was the right thing, I feel, really quickly. Okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.